Hi, it's me, Dora V here, and on January 9th, it's Mercury's birthday, so happy birthday, whatever. Got a nice fat thing, a thingy, I forgot what the hell it is, because I'm stupid and old and tired. I didn't have my second pot of coffee. But Mercury and Vulture. See, here's the thing. Like, my initial of the both of them, for those of you who haven't noticed, it was basically. In the case of Vulture, I actually first saw him and Mercury like on the IG ads, and I'm like, next, don't care, get off my tablet, fuck you both. But then things did happen. Of course, I do. There is someone who effectively advocates for Mercury, and that is, of course, Shampoosifer, for those of you who didn't realize that. As for Vulture, he is surprisingly popular, and I believe that a lot of that happened because of Chapter 7. And then around September, for me, it was like actually around my birthday, I started to ship them because that is what Fujoshis do. But for me, it has to be, can I have fun with this pairing? Yes, I will ship them. And I do suspect that the game is throwing crumbs their way. I believe so. Do I think this will be openly canon? No. Do I think they will be throwing some bones to the Fujoshis? Yes, they've done it before. Or at the very least, they just give you enough to go by and you can do as you please, because that is what Fujoshis do anyway. So now I'm going to do a tarot reading of these two. I'm just going to do this one. It's future romance. I feel like this kind of makes sense, and so here we go. Let's see. Here's one. Oh, this is one of the earlier decks. Look, it's Death, Strength, Emperor. Oh, there's the swords. I believe that's the reversal. We don't like that. And then a nice one. Okay, so how the hell did this begin? It began with death. That's what. Like, in my headcanon, I believe this actually happened pre-game. So, and he was about, let's see if anyone pays attention to my fanfic, I think all 10 of you. It's, he was 23 when he was nabbed by Mercury, and there is a story behind that too, where, I think Mercury just did not want anyone near Vulture. That's how I see it, at least. And Death, well, it's just that Vulture was grabbed and taken on Halloween, which is a day of death, actually. Ha! Death, how about that? But in tarot, death means change. It's not a bad thing. It's not something to be feared. It's simply like it just changes. The number is 13. And it's just like there is an ending and a beginning. So whatever Vulture had before Mercury, that changed. And then the new beginning is working for Mercury. But yeah, it is considered very intimidating. But it's not really. It's and that happens, and then you're transformed. And in fact, when this begins, they both kind of do transform. So yeah, that's where it will begin. But for the record, in my headcanon, it began on Halloween. So how about that? Courtship is strength. Strength is one of the best cards you can have, and God knows Mercury has that in spades. But strength here is subtle. It is a gentle force. It's not overtly, it's with a great deal of willpower, at least on the part of Mercury. It makes sense with him. Strength of resolve and ambition, mental strength, emotional strength, all the strength. And obviously, to me, like, Mercury is the stronger of the two. See, the ambition, discipline, practicality, being realistic, and oh, come on, this is how Mercury is. And it's the courtship. Remember, though, in my headcanon, in my personal headcanon, Mercury nabs Vulture. There's no way it would have been the other way around. No way. And the actual traditional tarot is a woman taming a tiger. With no whip, just this very gentle, subtle force. and and so you can really see, since Vulture is kind of a wild animal, yeah, I guess you could say that Mercury tames him in the courtship. Something like that. What it adds to your life? The Emperor. Well, well, that's as far as I'm concerned, Mercury's already like this, the representation of all four kings. And this obviously adds to Vulture's life, because if there is anybody who kind of needs a daddy, kind of, sort of, it is Vulture. Masculinity, yeah, all of this. Independent, yes, all of this. So stability, all that. So that would add to Vulture's life, though. As for Mercury, he already has it, so it's whatever. Strengths and Foundations is oddly enough the Seven of Swords. Okay, yeah, I kind of noticed. I thought it was a Two of Swords, but no, it's a Seven. Which actually is fitting, because in one of my stories I say something about how they cook. They cook the books. They cook other people if need be. They cook this and cook that and cook. Theft, greed, deceit, avoiding confrontation, attempt, wish, confidence, plan that may fail. Well, that kind of did happen somewhat. That happened with Vulture. Annoyance, is uncertain. But the thing about the Seven of Swords is that he doesn't take everything with him. So he leaves, he leaves two swords behind for whatever reason. But this is a thief card. And then, of course, there's some squabbling over the manuscript. In case you haven't noticed, the manuscript, that is a Chin Yi, so maybe he's doing that too. He's looking free, but he's heading backwards, but his actions will set him back. Yeah, I think this mostly applies to poor Vulture. Oh, but there's definitely a lot of craftiness and cooking. And they're both planning, wheels within wheels, but it's very clear that Mercury is much better at it. Next. Challenges and obstacles. The Queen of Swords reversed. And the Queen of Swords reversed is a bitch. Yeah, she's basically like King of Swords, only the female version. The Queen of Swords reversal. That can't be Nikki. The only one I can think of, Zoe. Yeah, the queen of the cock goblins. I love Zoe. I love you, Zoe. You're awesome. But she's definitely adversarial to both of them. Yeah, the reversal. This is, however, I can't see her directly. Like, Like, I don't think she cares that they're an item. They're just adversaries, and that's that. But she's going to be a problem, and I think she's the... Other than Lilith, maybe, but I can't see Lilith being a Queen of Swords. More like a Queen of Wands reversal. But yeah, I think Zoe is going to be a challenge and an obstacle. She won't be the only one, but I think she will be the primary one, actually. At least that's how I see it. Commitment and long term. Yeah, this is no shock here. This is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is, to me, a very ambivalent card. It means that you have fulfilled all your duties and responsibilities, but you're going to have more, so you're going to have to deal. So this is definitely one where it's a success. Yeah, it is like, don't take on more don't bite more than you can chew. You're definitely fulfilling your responsibilities, and you're going to have more, so don't take on more than you need to. Like, there is that. It says here, like, fortune, gain, success is the oppression of these things. Yeah, it can feel very oppressive, I would imagine. It can be. But you can avoid that by not taking on everything. But I feel like the long-term and commitment, it's work. Work is life. Life is work for these two. They do not rest because work doesn't sleep, and neither does money. So for them, it's just another work. Hooray for them, I imagine. But it looks good, though. I mean, that's what I could say. Like, yes, they are naughty, they are diligent, and and definitely Mercury will make it work because that is what he does. And that's it for me. Let's see if there's anything else. Like, I do feel like it's definitely like a lot of work, but they're fine with it because there is strength here. There is the Emperor. They know how to do things, and they're not afraid of change. I know that's what Mercury wants, and looks good here because they're hard workers and smart too. So that'll do. See you later. Goodbye.